Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to the second episode of my How to Tame Dinosaurs in Ark series. In this particular episode, I'm going to be showing you how to tame an Argentavis in Ark. And if you guys enjoy this video and find it useful and informative, please do not forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. Also, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new content to the channel. And of course, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. So, in my previous video, I showed you how to tame the basic flyer in the game, which is the Pteranodon. Now for this I will be using the Pteranodon to tame an Argentavis. Obviously we will need to set up a trap. The reason behind that is once the torpor levels are high enough on the Argentavis, it will want to fly away and it will be fairly easy to lose. So for this we will need some items. As you can see, I've got some ceilings, we've got some pillars and some door frames, and obviously we've got a dinosaur gateway. Now obviously these are all just the wooden bits. They will take damage, and we will start out with the wooden foundations. You will want to set up a structure. You want to know where you want coming from with the tame, and I showed you in front of me that is the area where the Argentavis spawn here on Ragnarok. So I want the entrance to face that way so that I don't have to do any maneuvering. That does cut out any potential problems. So we'll build a 2 by 4 foundation. So that should be a total of 8 foundations that you'll need. Next up, we will want 2 sets of pillars right in the center at this end. So we will go 4 tall with them. So that will be, again, 8 pillars. This will be the exit. We will be able to exit with the Pteranodon, but the Argent won't be able to follow us. Now, I don't think you need to put the walls here, but I just do for good measure. And we'll go 4 tall, as that is the height of the dinosaur gateway. So that will be a total of 4 times 4 equals 16 times 2, 32 of these walls. So that is basically what you'll want. These are, of course, the wooden door frames. I mean, obviously bring spare if you need to. I would probably recommend, just in case you break 1 or 2, just to have some spares. Okay, so we'll do this end here as well. Okay, so with that done, we will want to place the ceilings, and you will need a total of 8 ceilings. It will be just a reflection of the bottom. You want to place it at the highest snapping point, so you will have to jump and then click to attach, or press the attach button, whatever is on the console. So you do want to try and time it so that it is done right at the highest snapping point. This will enclose the top of the trap and not allow the Argent to escape. There we go, final ceiling. And of course we now need the dinosaur gateway, which we will place here at the entrance. And I'm going to try and position it so it's nice and aesthetic. Just for my own sanity, I do have this OCD about placing things right. And these don't really snap, so do take your time. I mean, I also suggest building this sort of a trap in an area where the Argentavis spawns, so that you can go and use it over and over again. So the gates should open outwards. It doesn't matter if it opens outwards or inwards, really makes no difference. And as you can see, that ceiling up there is not properly placed, but it will do the trick. Now for this, of course, I will be using my Pteranodon, and I recommend at least 1000 stamina on your Pteranodon, and maybe 1500 or more with regards to HP. Don't really bother with the carry weight. Also very important, make sure your Pteranodon is on passive. So this is what the radial wheel looks like. You want it down there on passive, because you will dismount the Pteranodon to shut the gate so that the Argent doesn't escape. These are the stats of my Pteranodon, as you can see. Once you've got your sights on the Argentavis that you want to tame, just go up to it, fly underneath it. I recommend giving it a good old peck just in case. You might miss, you might not, who knows. but you do want to aggro it. Always keep your eyes on it, make sure it is following you, because if you go too far away from it, it will lose aggro and then decide to attack something else or do something it shouldn't. I also will let it hit me once or twice just to make sure that the Argent still has aggro on me, so I will wait up for it. If it looks like it's going to land, I'm going to quickly fly towards it and then peck it so that I re-aggro it. As you can see, it is holding aggro quite well. There we go. As you see there, it's lost aggro, so I'm just going to zoom to it, give it a peck. I kind of missed that one again, or it would appear so. But that's fine, it's still following me. Now this is a high level Argentavis. In order to tame it, you will need to have superior kibble. Of course you can use meat should you want to, but you do want the high taming effectiveness so that you get as many levels on it. It will make a difference in terms of the Argent's stats. You can of course also use the mutton or lamb chops as well as prime meat to tame it should you want to. I would probably save that up for something a bit more high level with harder kibble to obtain, but that is also of course an option. So once again, I will let the Argent hit me once or twice just to make sure. I don't want it flying downwards, not at this point, as I am quite close to the trap with it. I've aligned myself with the entrance into the trap. Once I'm close enough to the trap, I will sprint, fly forwards, land right here, wait for it to come, do not dismount, wait for the Argent to enter the trap, let it hit you a couple times, then of course dismount, run around and shut the gate. The Argent is now in the trap, so is my Pteranodon. Just mount the Pteranodon and fly out, and that is one trapped Argent. From this point forth, take out your preferred weapon of choice and start tranking it. You can use the long neck rifle with the darts, or if you want, you can of course also use the crossbow with the trank arrows, depending on what you prefer. For this video, I am going to be using the long neck rifle with the trank darts. It is a normal long neck rifle. It's not of any quality, so I want to show you how many darts it will take to knock this particular Argent out. As you can see, it is doing damage to the trap, but that is fine. It will not break through the trap by the time I have knocked it out. Actually, you can use this for quite a few Argents before you actually need to start considering any repairs. You will see things start to lose color once they have taken enough damage, and I'm of course referring to the structures, and at that point you will want to think about repairing it, because if it loses all of its HP, it will of course break. So that's when you want to repair. Obviously, I'm trying to be as economical with my materials as possible, and as you can see, it's just flying around. It's unable to exit. You also want to try and land as many hits on the Argent's head, as that way you will apply more torpor. It can be difficult at times, and if you can't get the hit, just go for a body shot. It doesn't matter, but that's what you want to do. Now obviously, if your trap is in a dangerous area, what you will want to do is you will want to surround it with these spiked walls, and that should keep small and large creatures out that could potentially cause damage to your Argent. So that would be your scorpions, your Rexes, Carnos, Daedons, anything that could potentially complicate the situation. Depending on what you have around you, you will obviously want to have a better sort of spike wall. So if you have to deal with your Gigas, your Rexes, you definitely want to go for the higher grade, as they can damage the wooden ones. Also, you can tell when the Argent's torpor is high enough or almost about to be knocked out by going up next to it. It will not want to attack you, it will want to fly away, and that is an indicator that it's nearly ready to be knocked out. Once it has been starved out, as with any creature that you tame in this game, you want to starve it out before you put in the kibble, or food for that matter. And that is because if it does get killed or attacked by a creature during the taming process, you will have lost any and all the kibble that it will have consumed. You can craft the Argent saddle at level 62. Those are the resources that you will need. And of course, in order to economize on the kibble and not waste it, I recommend that you starve it out before you put in the kibble. Once it has been tamed, don't forget to take the kibble back out because it will consume it, and obviously you might want to use it for the taming of other creatures. With that being said and done, walk out the entrance, and that's pretty much it. You have yourself a high level Argentavis. As you can see, it has taken some damage, not that much. My Argent is following me, so don't forget to disable follow on it. If you're going to use it as a chitin creature, also don't forget to disable the aggressiveness, so you want it to be on passive. As you can see right there, I just want to show you the amount of damage that this particular trap has taken. Of course, you can craft it out of stone if you want a more durable trap, and of course if you craft your trap out of stone, the Argent will not be able to damage it, so of course it does make it durable, and it does spare you the headache of having to repair it. But of course, if you don't have access to that, or you think that's too much farming, you can always go for wood just to keep your life simpler. And before I end the video, I just wanted to mention that the kind of kibble that you will want to use for taming an Argentavis is of course the superior kibble. That is its preferred kibble. I did show it in the video, I did not mention it, but I thought I might as well mention it before the end of the video. That is it for this video, folks. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to solo tame a Quetzal, beginning with your first Quetzal, and then how to easily tame Quetzals after that. If you have enjoyed this video, folks, please don't forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. And of course, for those interested, you can always find me on the Seftopia Discord. Links to this you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.